Alright guys, Will here from ZaltekReviews.com. Apologies that I've not made any videos this week. This is my first one this week. I've not been that well, to be honest with you. But I feel a lot better today, so I thought I'd better get my arse in gear and record the review of this Heinrich Taucher 2. I call it the Taucher 2. I know it's probably pronounced some weird. It's from Germany after all. It's probably pronounced some other way, but I'll call it the Taucher 2. Play the intro. Right guys, I did review the first version of this watch a while back. I think it was about 2 years ago or something like that. I'm sure it was the green one that he sent me. Lovely watch, and I'm really happy that they're doing a second version of this, and I was super keen to review one. Now, before I get into it, I will say this watch, it's fantastic, and it's also quite, what's the word without being a bit rude, a bit poor in some aspects, but I'll get into that later. Right, price wise, these come in at €869, which is quite a chunk of cash, really. The one that you're looking at right now is the meteorite version, and that comes in at €1,020. So, bit of a step up. What does that equate to in pounds? Like the normal ones, they start at €869, as I said. Now, that's about, what, £800 or just under it? I've not got my converter thing handy, so I'm just guessing. That's quite a chunk of cash, and it's quite an aggressive price point market wise. You know, there's quite a lot of competition at that price. But anyway, let's get into it then, shall we? Right, I'll go through the specs. It's my measurements as per usual. Case dimension, 41.4mm. Total thickness, including the, is it double domed? Where is it? No, it's a box sapphire, aye. So, total thickness is 13.4mm. The lug to lug is actually rather compact at 43.2mm. However, it does extend quite a lot when it's on bracelet, and I'll go into this a bit later, but that measurement is 56.5mm because of the end links. The lug width is 20mm. The total weight on the bracelet, sized up for my 6 3/4 inch wrist, is 154 grams, so pretty much bang on the sweet spot for me. The movement inside it is a Celita SW200 Elaborate grade, 28,800 vibrations per hour, 26 joules. It's hackable, self-winding with a 38-hour power reserve. The case itself is all 316L stainless steel, and it's brushed mainly with some polished accents. In fact, I'll show you that now. As you can see, it's quite stubby when you see it without the bracelet, but I'll go into that later. Now, where was I? Aye. You can see that nice polished chamfered edge along the top of the case. There is an undercut, and it's actually really nicely done. And see, when you wear this watch, when it's not on bracelet, it's super comfortable. The way it just lies on your wrist, it's all rounded off. The undercut's a good addition actually for this watch. And relatively speaking, when you take, you know, it is quite a thin watch. It doesn't wear chunky or anything. Right, I'll put it down because I know you prefer that. Right, the bezel. It's 120 click unidirectional. Now, I'm pretty sure, see when I first got this watch in, I actually thought, let's see this part, right? The black bit. I thought that was sapphire, but it's no. According to the website, it's ceramic, so it's obviously a polished ceramic. And then you have this stainless steel inlay that shows all the markers and that. So, relatively speaking, this bezel insert, just the insert alone, is 7-piece. Because these are individual parts. As you can see there. You see the bit, where it stops. Aye. And then you've got the stainless steel. It's brushed, by the way, it's no polish or anything. Which is a good move. Aye, so it's a 7-piece insert. 6 pieces of ceramic and 1 piece of that stainless steel thing. I like it, I really do like it. And by the way, this watch is built extremely well. I'm talking about the watch head. Disregard the bracelet now, I'll get into that later. And for good reason. I know this, I mean, these are, this is a prototype, so you can expect, you know, as a reviewer, you're going to get things that are going to get fixed in production, blah, 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 right? But they're not going to fix this bracelet, I don't think. I think they're leaving it pretty much as is. I love the watch, I hate the bracelet. Basically, is the TLDR version. Right, let's go back into it then. The dial. Now, there's loads of different colourways, right? However, they're sold out. I'll go through the different colourways in a wee bit. But according to our website, the only ones that are left is this meteorite version. And you also have the white full lume version, which is my favourite. Aye, where was I? Dial. Aye, they have like an enamel coating. There's also another brushed stainless steel inner ring. You can't see it on this one because the meteorite version is slightly different, but you can see it on other colourways. If you look at the website, you'll see what I'm talking about. I'll put pictures up in a wee while anyway. The lume on these is fantastic, by the way. I have took some separate B-roll, so I'll put that in so you can see what the hell I'm talking about. The actual lume itself is Swiss Superluminova C3 Grade X1, which is pretty much renowned in the watch community as the best there is. Out the box anyway. Right, bracelet. It's brushed 316L stainless steel. It's got like a ladder design, which I don't like. It's got solid links and a milled clasp, and it's also signed. Now, the biggest problem with this bracelet is the end links, because that is how it's going to sit in your wrist. And that's fucking enormous. As I said earlier, I measured that, the effective lug to lug with the bracelet on. You know, though it's got female end links, it's not a very good design in my opinion. But that comes in at 56.5mm, and that's how it wears on wrist as well. So that's quite disappointing if you ask me. I don't think it's a very good design. Plus, a lot of these links, they get stuck. Watch this, I'll not be able to do it like that. and you really got to, Jesus, you know, get a good, try to get rid of the, you know, so it sits nice on this, but that's unacceptable, in my opinion. It's no good. See, and I'm pulling that, and it's no pinging flat. You've got to really fanny about with it to get it. There, it's done it again there. And there. Nah, I hate this bracelet. And I'm always a bracelet guy. But this, I just can't go at all, man. I hate the way it sits on, makes the watch sit on your wrist because of that enormous lug to lug. I hate the ladder design. I hate the way it does that. Look, done it on cue. Look. Fucking hell. Now, I'm quite surprised at Wolfgang, the owner, designing a bracelet like this. Because, see the first bracelet of the Taucher one, that was fantastic. Extremely comfortable and didn't have a big massive lug to lug or anything like that. That, basically, in a nutshell, the only problem I've got with this watch is the bracelet. Right? So what I done is I whipped the bracelet off, and I put my own strap on. I've got another one, look. I've got the white full loom version as well. And see, the watch in this configuration, it's outstanding. I love this watch when it's like this. I really, really do. Obviously, if I was ordering this, I would go for this version, but with the date at 6. And I'd be extremely happy with it because I've been wearing this for days. And it's on my strap. It's a watch steward strap. This is a new one I just got in actually. Because I buy these quite regular because they're really comfy. Anyway, I put it on this and I thought, that's a really good match. I like that. But anyway, as I said, I've got two here and I've got this. And I thought, right, I'll keep this one on bracelet to show you what I meant with the problems that I've got with it. Anyway, back on the spec. Where was I? I covered the bracelet. Right, the crystal, obviously a box sapphire with loads of AR coating on the inside, and it does do a good job. Water resistance on these, 200 metres, which is perfectly acceptable. Screw down crown, screw down case back, usual. Talking of the case back, there's got some nice etched artwork. I'll show you in this one because it'll be easier to show. As you can see there. You also get a unique serial number. Obviously this is a prototype, so it's no got anything done. Made in Germany. Taucher 2. It's starting getting into German and that, and I've not got a clue what it says as well. There you go. Heinrich watches Stuttgart. Obviously I can understand that. Automatic, blah blah blah. And that's really, really nicely done, by the way. Even though this is a prototype, that's lovely and smooth. Nice design. I like that. Also, at the crown, screw down, signed. And that there is actually black enamel, I'm sure. And it's stunning. You can see the bezel there as well. And you see the wavy lines. You can actually pay extra to have that loomed. Now, it's loomed on this one. But they'll charge you €70 for that option. And to be honest with you, €70, which is about, what, 60 quid or just under? 60 quid to have the bezel loomed? I think that's a step too far. I don't like it. It's too gimmicky for me. I wouldn't have it loomed. I certainly wouldn't pay for it. Because the watch is expensive enough. I mean, if you want it loaned, well, fill your boots. But it's no something I would do. I wouldn't bother with that at all. Back to the crown. The crown itself actually measures in at 7mm, which is perfect. It's perfectly proportioned to this watch. Now, my conclusion to this, in fact, I better tell you where. You can actually pre-order these now. I'll leave a link in the description. It goes to my website for the landing page and you get all the specs listed, where to buy it, all the different options and all that. And it has oh, by the way, the watches come with a 2-year warranty, so that's good. Oh, I better tell you the colours, eh? Right, they're all out of stock apart from these two. But I'll go through the other colours anyway. You have a black one. Now remember, these have got that stainless steel inner ring like you can see on this one. See that bit there? You get that in all different colourways, and then you have different centre parts and the chapter ring and minute track and all that, all matches and whatnot. But obviously this one's got meteorite in the middle, and it's a good bit. Let's see if I can get this to show you what I mean. See the meteorite there? It's no like in your face or like the raw kind of grey style meteorite. This is, I'm not sure if it's coated in any way, but it must be, to be that kind of uniform. It's only when you tilt it in certain light that you can see the actual meteorite pattern, and obviously it's unique to every watch, so if that floats your boat, buy that one. Where was I? Oh, colours. Black. It also comes in a blue colour. Cyan. Green. You've got the meteorite version, which has that kind of red appearance. There's also the standard model with red, but without the meteorite. And you've got the white one, which is full loom, and also you've got a yellow one. The yellow one looks pretty funky. I like the yellow one actually. I think that's my two favourite, is the white one and the yellow one. Out of them all. Just to summarise then. In fact, wait a minute. Before I do that, right, quick wrist shot. I'm wearing the Christopher Ward C60 Atoll Special Edition. It's actually a limited edition. There's only 350 of these made. I got one obviously. Really nice, 40mm. Right, I'll take that off and I'll give you a wrist shot of both of them to show you what I mean about that friggin' bracelet. Right, there's the watch there on bracelet. You see what I mean? Look at that. I mean, it's the end links do kind of slope down a wee bit, but my wrist size, 6 3/4 inches, there's no way I could pull this. Well, I can. I mean, it doesn't overhang, but it's right on the very extreme limits of what I would wear. And to be honest with you, I wouldn't wear it. That's why I took the other one and put my own strap on it, and I'm not kidding. What a difference, man. Because when I first got these watches, I was like, nah, the fucking bracelet ruins it. And I thought I was going to rip it a new arsehole from start to finish. Mainly because of the bracelet. However, I took the bracelet off, the white one, and I put that on. And I was like, I fucking love that. I mean, extremely short lug to lug. fits on my wrist perfectly, and it's what the market at 41. It's just above 41 when I measured it, but it wears smaller. It's a bit like wearing a 40, like that. That's got a bigger lug to lug, obviously, because there's practically no lugs on this whatsoever. But I'm no kidding. See if this had the date on it. I mean, I know it's a prototype and all that. There's no packaging, no nothing. But I like this so much in the way it wears. I would buy this exact watch if it had the date on it. I wouldn't spend the money on it because, one, I'm skint, and two, I'm skint. But I love it. The money you're paying though, you'd expect the bracelet to be a lot better than it is. Just my opinion anyway. Right, I've kind of rattled on pretty much long enough. I don't think I've missed anything that I can think of. Nah. Wolfgang, if you're watching this, obviously I've ripped you a new arsehole because of the bracelet. But you should take that on board as, you know, constructive feedback, because see the watch as it is now, I love it. I absolutely love this watch. Love the way it wears on this strap. I love the design, I love the detail on the dial, the bezel. As I say, I wouldn't bother with that loom part on the edge of the bezel. I wouldn't bother with that myself. But this, with the date on the strap, oh yeah, all day long. Right, I think I've rattled on long enough. Please like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video. Toodles!